In an effort to make revolutionary art, many directors and creators overlook the sensitivities regarding serious topics. This leads to controversies, and in today's video, we are going to talk about the most controversial things in films you'll find on Netflix. Number 10 is the movie Freaks. Before the movie would go on to inspire American Horror Story, it became subject to controversy. The movie uses physically deformed actors as circus performers, and many thought that these people were exploited for this movie. The movie was initially banned in the UK, but was re-released in 2015. Soon after, it also appeared on Netflix. Number 9. We have the immensely successful movie Joker. Before its release, critics stated that the movie glamorizes violence. They feared that it would motivate others to go out and start similar violent acts like the ones shown in the movie. On top of that, some critics also said that the movie dealt with sensitive issues, such as mental illnesses, in an inappropriate manner. Whatever the case was, it didn't stop the movie from making $1 billion before it was added to Netflix. Number 8 is an Italian horror movie, Cannibal Holocaust. This movie got extremely popular because of the extremely disturbing and brutal content shown in the movie, especially related to animal cruelty. The movie shows animals being killed on the screen, and it seems that those animals were killed solely for the movie and for entertainment. Among those animals, we have turtles and monkeys. It seems that despite the disturbingly graphic content, this movie is liked by fans of gore, which is probably why it's on Netflix. Number 7. We have a movie considered controversial because of the racist content present in it. The film is Birth of a Nation. The movie is set in South Carolina at the time of the Reconstruction, and it shows white people as helpless victims who are forced to form the Ku Klux Klan in an effort to protect themselves. It also shows the blacks as good for nothing, and some of the black men as dumb rapists. The movie, unfortunately, also has white people wearing blackface to represent black people. Well, considering it was made in 1915, we really shouldn't expect much, but how it made to Netflix is beyond me. Number 6. We have the movie Kids. It seems that with time, sexually explicit content among teenagers is becoming normalized. The movie Kids was among the first ones to do it. It's a coming-of-age film which was released in 1995, and it shows teenagers having sex, doing drugs, and getting STDs. Well, yeep. Many argue that this is the true depiction and the reality of teenagers today. However, others have a huge problem with teenagers shown in such a negative light. The movie was accused of having child obscenity and pornography, but somehow managed to evade those charges, and then it made its way to the popular platform of Netflix. Number 5, we have The Last Temptation of Christ, which is considered to be controversial due to its morally offensive and blasphemous content. This movie was originally released in 1988 before it became available on Netflix. The movie enraged thousands of Christians, specifically the Catholic Church in the US. This movie explores the different types of temptations that Jesus Christ faces. Among those, we have fear, doubt, lust, reluctance, and depression. Well, no one really wants to see their beloved religious figure in this light. Despite the backlash that this movie received, Netflix still has it on its platform. Number 4, we have a movie that allegedly glamorizes anorexia. This movie is called To the Bone. To the Bone is an American drama film which was released on Netflix in July 2017. This movie shows a younger 20-year-old dealing with anorexia. Mental illnesses, in general, are a sensitive topic, and many film creators don't know how to deal with such difficult subjects like this. This leads to the production of movies which can harm audiences instead of helping them. To the Bone is one of these films. Scenes in which the actress's extremely thin body is shown could be harmful to people dealing with eating disorders. The movie is available on Netflix despite the controversy, and before watching, one should definitely be prepared. Number 3 is a disturbing movie controversial for its graphic images. This horrifying movie is Salo, or The 120 Days of Sodom. The movie's terrifying context will shake you to the core. It's a story about 4 fascists who literally kidnap 18 teenagers and then physically, mentally, emotionally, and sexually abuse them. Now, you can only imagine the kind of scenes that are shown in this movie, so believe me when I say it's bad. If you want an example of how bad it is, then, well, you should know that there is a scene in which people eat poop. Ew. This movie is actually banned on some platforms, so it's a mystery why Netflix chose to release it. Number 2 is the movie 365 Days. The film was released on Netflix at the beginning of June, while we were all stuck in quarantine with nothing to do. Audiences assumed that it would be an exciting, racy romance that they could enjoy in order to forget the bleakness of reality. However, 365 Days did not allow that. In an effort to sell an exciting storyline, the film creators ended up romanticizing kidnapping, rape, and even sexual trafficking. Eek. In the movie, a mafia boss kidnaps a woman that he likes and gives her 365 days to fall in love with him. Somehow that's supposed to be romantic? Well, we certainly don't think so. Films like these perpetuate rape culture and abusive relationships. Netflix truly disappointed people with this one. Number 1 is the film Cuties. The film premiered in the Sundance Film Festival and received a lot of praise and acclaim. However, once the poster of the film was released on Netflix's platforms, people around the world grew livid. The poster had young 10-11-year-old girls posing in a sexually suggestive manner. Pretty soon, the hashtag #CancelNetflix started trending as people expressed their anger and disgust at the way these young girls were being sexualized and exploited. Things got even worse when the trailer was released, and it confirmed our worst fears. The movie was about a group of prepubescent girls participating in a twerking competition. Yes, you heard that right. A twerking competition with young girls. There are scenes in the trailer itself when the camera focuses on the girls gyrating, which would make any sane adult extremely uncomfortable. Despite the outrage, the co-CEO of Netflix defended the movie and said that it was misunderstood. To this date, the movie is still available on Netflix. That's all for today. Drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more content. Let us know in the comments which movie do you think is the most controversial. See you in the next one.